Thank you.
Thanks to all of you for your remarks. We're now going to begin a round of questions, 5 minutes each. I will kick us off with the process here, and I'll start with you, Ambassador Buchan. I'd like to talk with you about bringing the United States, Israel, and Morocco closer together. During your tenure as U.S. Ambassador to Spain, you strengthened U.S. engagement in Southern Europe and more broadly across the Mediterranean. In Spain, you built relationships that supported diplomatic, security, and private sector priorities. As you know, Morocco's normalization with Israel under President Trump's Abraham Accords has generated tangible benefits for the United States and for our partners. Since that breakthrough, we've seen promising cooperation between Morocco and Israel, including joint defense exercises, growing investment in agricultural technology, and rising bilateral trade. One of President Trump's goals is to expand the framework to include additional countries across the Middle East and North Africa. So, Ambassador Buchan, my question is, if you're confirmed, how would you work with Moroccan leaders to highlight the success that they've enjoyed under the Abraham Accords in a way that would encourage other countries to participate?
Senator Hagerty, thank you for, again, for presiding over this hearing today, and thank you for that question. As we all know, both Israel and Morocco are tremendous partners, allies, and friends of the United States. And I think it's really important to recognize that Morocco and Israel reached a normalization of relations in 2020. Those relations are economic, they're diplomatic, and they're people to people. I think we all know that once upon a time there were over 300,000 Jews living in Israel, and that continues to be the case, although in smaller numbers. I also understand there are 50,000 Moroccan Jews that live in Israel at the moment. So that people-to-people relationship is certainly there. Morocco provides agricultural products to Israel, as I understand. There is a lot of discussion about having direct flights between the two countries. Israel has sent very senior diplomats to Morocco after the agreement, the Abraham Accords agreement. And again, these are all data points. My goal is really to bridge that and encourage Morocco and Israel to do more together. I think Morocco is viewed as a leader in North Africa, in the region, and I would encourage Morocco to encourage others as well, other countries, to bring relations forward with Israel.
Yeah, I think the success there and the fact that you can highlight it will actually make a material difference as we seek to expand the accords. Mr. Giordano, I'd like to come to you. Namibia's economy depends heavily on natural resource exports, uranium, diamonds, beef and fish, most of which flow to China, which is one of its largest trading partners. China's expanding influence includes strategic infrastructure projects such as the Port of Walvis Bay's container terminal. That terminal was built with Chinese state-owned firms. These developments raise concerns about potential dual-use capabilities, particularly as China seeks to deepen its maritime reach across Africa. Mr. Giordano, given China's growing presence at critical infrastructure nodes like Walvis Bay, how would you leverage your background to engage Namibian officials on the security implications for U.S. national security interest?
Senator, thank you for that question on a very important issue. China's malign influence on the continent, particularly when it comes to economic stability and interest in military capabilities, can't be understated, and those ports certainly play a significant part. As I mentioned, I'll pursue commercial diplomacy that fosters a broad-based prosperity, not just for profit, but ensuring our engagement uplifts communities while advancing our strategic goals, both economically and militarily. China's presence on the continent, not just in Namibia, but China's presence is, particularly when it comes to critical minerals, solely extractive. It is exploitative, whereas our interests, and I believe through my background, my experience in the national security space, in the energy and environmental space, will allow me to, in depth and credibly, engage with the Namibian government, directly with the president, in presenting how the United States, through entrepreneurship, through believing that people, profit, and planet don't need to be mutually exclusive, really sets us apart from the Chinese operations in Namibia. And I believe, as Secretary Rubio has said, our values win every time. So engaging with the government, directly with the president, I intend to present these things as an alternative to China on the continent.
I would encourage you, Mr. Giordano, if you're confirmed, to work closely with my team to understand what happened in Subic Bay. When I was ambassador, the project that we basically blocked the Chinese from taking over, the U.S. stepped in. You'll need to get the details of that because I think it can stand as a glowing example of what we can do. Working with organizations like the Development Finance Corporation, I think you can bring a lot to bear in this relationship, and you're going to have a great deal of pressure coming from China in this important region. So I wish you the best of luck. Ranking Member Murphy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Giordano, you served for a short period of time as the U.S. Attorney for